Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Dean Gross with Gain. So, Hurricane Irma, I'm sure you heard about it, regardless if you live in Florida or not. And all those things were a reality here in Naples, Florida. And again, it just reminded us of a concept, of a nice, valuable lesson. Really, we've learned in the last couple of years. It just really highlighted it big time. And that lesson is the lesson of to diversify. You know, to diversify your skill set, your talents, and diversify your levels of earnings. Because when you look at Irma today, here in Naples and a lot of Southwest Florida, businesses are somewhat devastated. Now, they'll make up for it. But when your whole business relies on, you know, local business and local consumers, and you're put out for a couple weeks and people don't have power, and then their expenses are drained based on the things they need to fix in their homes and take care of their families and insurance premiums and all these things and all the huge costs that this storm is going to present for the state of Florida, it really affects business. And, you know, Jen and I really sat and thought about that. And over the years, we've always come to the concept, you know, we both spent so many years in a corporate job where it pays well, benefits well, all those good things, but all the time and energy was there. And we had an abrupt stop with that I guess a year and a half back. And, you know, you get to thinking, you know, there should have been more diversification with the different means of income. We already knew that you should diversify your skill set. You can never learn and grow enough and utilize other skills, even if you're not using them directly in a specific career or job. But you should always diversify your skill set and be prepared. But that being said, it's always good to have different streams of income in different businesses, where in the past, maybe I thought most of took the role of a loyal soldier. Today, it's smart to diversify a little bit, because when things happen, sudden change in a company, someone's bought out, maybe they cut, or, you know, a natural disaster where a lot of your business is fixated there. Well, if you had another business that had no realm of the location of that, you're fine. And, you know, Gain for us is pretty much an online business. And we were talking about that as we grow and understand that concept, that we have clients that are really all over the world. And so, you know, for other people that are in this type of business, or they have an online business or a home-based business, they have customers all over. And so one pocket is not going to decide, you know, their income and their livelihood, and they can adjust and focus on clientele in other areas. And so it was a shining light there to just say, hey, I'm glad we were doing this type of business. And so I thought it was a good tip for you out there. If you're not diversifying today, both your skill set and your means of income, that you should look at options. Maybe other skill sets you have that you feel you're not using. You should always flex your muscles, so to speak, and exercise those areas of which you have skills and you have a passion for. And if you can monetize it, great, and find other ways of bringing income, because obviously things like this happen where you can stop an income stream immediately. And so if you have some backup, it helps. So simple concept, and it's a challenge for you out there today, that if you're not doing it, if you're doing it, great, continue to do it. It pays great dividends for you, no pun intended. And if you're not, consider it. Consider other means of income, because you can't predict or control these type of things, but you can set yourself up to have the effect not as bad for you. So diversification is a huge, huge lesson that we learned. That being said, I want to make a few announcements with Gain too, as we talk about diversification. You know, when talking to a lot of folks, and you know, we're going to do a few more newsletters than we have, and I definitely want to introduce my wife Jennifer into the picture. You know, a lot of you guys haven't talked to her directly yet, and you know, she's getting certified in a plant-based diet, and obviously part of Gain, we have a tremendous passion for a whole food plant-based diet and different avenues of how you can do that with your family to get total wellness and continue to grow and improve. And so, you know, she's going to be sharing on the newsletters here pretty soon, you know, some recipes, for one, that we found have helped us really a lot. You know, maybe some things that, healthy things that you can get your children to eat that maybe don't appear healthy or don't taste healthy, but they actually are. So she's been really great at that. Obviously, she's a great cook, and she's been messing with some recipes and doing some of her own twist on that. So we're sharing some of that and some of the things we're seeing in the lifestyle that we feel can help people, because it has helped. And we just said, hey, we got to put some of this on a newsletter. So be on the lookout for that, for some tips from her and some recipes and some other great things along in diet. And like always, please pass this along to friends, or send them to growthandimprovement.com, or even gainhottips.com, or message us directly if there's a topic of which you want us to discuss. We would greatly do that for you. With that said, have a great day.